Yohansi joins me. I'm happy that we're getting back to our discussions, mental health matters. And today we are asking the age-old question. Are you bebe? Well, for the non-Trinbagonians, when you hear bebe or they say ete bebe, all right, it means almost like, well, you dotish then. Are you mentally bankrupt? That is the interpretation of bebe to me. But let me hear what your answers bring to the table. Good morning, my friend. Welcome.
Good morning, Jason, and good morning to everybody viewing. All right, so this word bebe, that's a local Trinidadian word, right? And as actually, I realize it's an old school word because a lot of the younger generation, not too sure what it is. Yeah. But when I ask them what comes to mind when they hear the word, because somebody can hear a word and kind of discern what it is, what they said, the general consensus was either a stupid person or a sheep, somebody who's easily led.
Oh, I didn't look at bebe from that angle, Because I know in school, they call you either bebe or ete bebe. I don't know the ete bebe. It's like a different level of bebe.
Right.
And it will always be when you do something foolish, and I can say bebe.
Right.
So since school days, primary school, khaki pants and tall socks, I recognize it was a word to bring down. It was a kind of derogatory word, actually.
Right. So we on the same page there. So when you break down the definition of what a fool is somebody who is lacking good sense or judgment. Right? And another word for a fool is also a simpleton. So even when looking on the net and talking to people, I find a definition for bebe, and a bebe is a fool or a simpleton. And I say a fool is somebody who lacking good sense or judgment, and a simpleton is somebody who is gullible or easy to fool or easy to get through with.
So when you ask the question, are you bebe, this is a question we have to ask ourselves?
Yes.
All the time?
First, because many times we do things and sometimes we wonder, why I do that, boy? Right? And in those moments, you could be acting like a bebe, because instead of doing what you know is best for you, you do something contrary to the fact.
So I guess taking chain up, as we say, which is also another local word, is within the realm of being a bebe, because
correct.
It's like somebody chain you up there.
Right? Okay, your head's soft and easy to be manipulated, right? And it is interesting at this time too, because even in the light of the US elections, right? When I ask some people about their thoughts on things, I could hear people parroting other people's opinions, parroting things that they kind of see on social media and not having the research and realizing these people are gullible. And then it made me do some introspection in terms of not only with the election, but with anything. How gullible am I? How much of a bebe am I? Because sometimes you hear things and because somebody say it, you just believe it one time. And even though you know better, right? And people make promises to you, whether it is from a country level, they make promises and you know they're not going to do it because they have a track record, or even you go at a lower level in terms of your job, in terms of your family, in terms of you might have a cousin or somebody who you know they're not going to give you back the money. I just gave you an example. But you choose to be foolish, you choose to be gullible, you choose to be a bebe.
So you're so spot on. But I want to bring it back home for a minute, and I'll probably want us to expand on that at another point. But I want to get your take on this. We live in a society where the subculture celebrates being bebe. The fully dunce culture is something that's real, where men, shout it out on a mountaintop that I am fully dunce, I fully bebe. It's something to celebrate.
Well, the thing is that sometimes there's a choice, right? Saying that you're fully dunce or you're fully bebe is a choice. And sometimes we come from it from a gangster, quote-unquote, point of view. But it have plenty of people who non-gangster, who choosing to be fully done, whether it is in terms of understanding the politics of the country, in terms of understanding the realities of certain life. Even some people in the romantic relationships, they know things not going well, but they choose to be fully done, to stay within the realm of it for whatever reason.
As we look to wrap things up, and I want us to definitely have a part two, how do we break the mold, Yohansi?
Well, first is seek knowledge, right? Because somebody says something, no matter what quote-unquote authority they may have, or even if it's television or social media, it may not be true. Before you accept it, so at least get three, they say get 3 quotes or 3 opinions before you decide. If before you hold on to a thought or opinion, at least get 3 sources. So you and yourself could do the research to understand. So before you hold on to something and you believe it, so you wouldn't become a bebe.
Final say your answer as we wrap things up. It's all yours.
Because you hear something or see something doesn't mean it is absolutely true. Do your research before you hold on to a thought or opinion. Don't be a bebe and don't make life complicated, because even though life is not easy, it's really not that hard. Thank you for listening.
You and Sayodike joining us for the Mental Health Matters. We're going to transition into the morning shot with Ian Wilson. So we don't want you to be a bebe or even a ete bebe. I mean, a ete bebe is the highest level of beberism. You hear the language I'm using here? Beberism, yeah? I can make it up. Good one. We'll have to do a part 2, definitely on this one. Interesting topic indeed. Morning shot up next. Have a great one. Stick around. Ian Wilson up next.